Hi, I'm Matthew.
And I'm Matthias.
Follow us in our powerlifting journey. It all started with my elder brother. He was training in the gym, and then his friend told him, "Hey, why not you try out powerlifting? You're quite strong." So he tried it out, he loved it, and then after that I was forced into the gym by him. I was a computer games addict then, and I really didn't want anything to do with the gym. But unfortunately, or fortunately, I'm here now. And it's been, 8 years.
In the start, it wasn't so much of me wanting to be in the gym with them or wanting to exercise, but I would say more forced. I was forced to go into the gym to train my other two brothers. And I think gradually when I train more, I see more progress in my lifts. I gradually get more excited about training. And after seeing my brother compete, I also wanted to compete. Yeah. So that was the reason I started powerlifting.
I just completed my O-levels and I had a few months of holiday. I think it was 2 or 3 months. So I knew that I was going to compete in the World Championships in June of 2017. So for the first 2 months, I think, for the first 2 months of my holidays, I worked part-time at this Korean cafe and save as much money as I can, try not to spend, any of that money. Even on meals, on my non-existent social life, that kind of stuff. Yeah, it was quite interesting because after work I had to go train. Sometimes my feet were sore from standing the whole day and then I had to train after that, but that became a routine and I got used to it. Obviously, training could have gone better if I had more time to recover instead of standing all day, but I guess that made the journey a lot more satisfying. We landed in Belarus. It was a long trip from Singapore, but we made it, and then I proceeded, to the hotel because I was exhausted from the flight. I was 3 kilos overweight, so from there I had to cut water by dehydrating myself and then going through the sauna, right, to shed even more water to make the weight. And I remember competition day, it was very tight. We timed it just nice, right? Once I'm out of the sauna, I'm kind of ready to step on the scale, and then after that, eat everything back, right? We had 2 hours and then competition starts. So we had to warm up and everything within that 2 hours and then eat back whatever we can. So for some reason, I remember I was bloating. My body wasn't absorbing whatever I was eating. I don't know if it's the nerves or what went wrong on that day itself. But it was just terrible. And then with your body not absorbing all these nutrients, you tend to cramp up because there is imbalance in your muscle there's a sodium and potassium imbalance in your muscle. So you tend to cramp up. And that was what happened. I cramped so bad that I could only, after my first attempt of the squat, I went backstage. I couldn't walk. I just was there and I was panicking because I knew I was gunning for the world record in that competition. And having spent so much money, having gone through all the struggles to get that money and to fly there and to compete, it's really all or nothing. So it's unconventional, but my elder brother made a call to skip the second attempt so that I have more time to rest and make sure I'm not cramping up as bad, and then go for the third attempt for breaking the world record. So that happened. I remember backstage, it was crazy. I mean, it's not that I can't perform. Mentally I'm there, for sure, but physically nothing is working, right? And then when I went onto stage, I just remember it's all or nothing, because if I made it, I got the gold medal and the world record. If I didn't, I would end up 4th. So not even a squad medal, right? Going out there, it was just nerves because I don't know what my body could do. But I thought whatever it is, you know, if I cramp up, it doesn't matter. All I need to do is to get the weight up. So I went out there, and fortunately, by some miraculous reason, I got it up. I remember racking the bar back and then turning around and just jumping onto my brother's shoulders, and then we just ran backstage. Yeah, it was just this whole, it was very overwhelming. Yeah, and I took a second to process what had happened, which was me breaking a world record. We arrived at the airport ready to go home and celebrate with our friends and family, but unfortunately we were held up by customs, and then they claimed that, actually you stayed beyond 5 days, because Singapore is 5 days free, visa free, so we don't have to apply for a visa. But upon arrival, I did ask them, we will be here about like 5 days and 1 hour. What if we come to the airport 1 hour earlier, or in fact, we were there like way earlier than that. But then they said, upon arrival on the airport, they said, no, we count it as 6 days. You have violated our rules, blah, blah, blah. So they took us to this like holding cell area and then kind of interrogated us, asking us questions that we have already answered. And yeah, it was just panic. We contacted our parents back home, and my mom was saying like, okay, we will get you, on the first flight out, blah, blah, blah. But the first flight out was the next day or 2. And then so Powerlifting Singapore's representative proposed for us to do crowdfunding. And then my family wasn't against it. Me and Marcus, we thought that, yeah, why not, right? So we did it, and it got on national news. In fact, it kind of blew up because of that. And yeah, so we finally went home after being stuck in the airport for about like 2 days. Yeah, being stuck in the airport for 2 days. We slept at this there was this row of chairs that we slept on. And then I remember there's this picture, if you can find it, right? It was me like knocked out, and then Marcus taking a selfie for I don't know, it was for fun or for, I don't know. But yeah, that happened.
I always had this chat with my brothers, and I always said that, we had this mutual understanding that if we get funding from the government, it's always a bonus. But if we don't, we will still be proud to, raise the flag and call ourselves Singaporeans. Yeah, so it's it's a bonus if the country really funds powerlifting. But for us, whether the country funds powerlifting or not, it's not beyond our control. But we will always be proud to stand on stage to carry the flag.
I would say you never know till you try, and it's just that whatever you try, put in 100%, 101%. Going beyond what you think you're capable of, going beyond what was imaginable, and you find yourself getting up in a very unique position, like myself.
I guess my message to others is to really go beyond your adversities, because you never know, where life will take you, and I guess trying is the only way that you'll find out.